So the big question is this: which is more important, love or compatibility? Today, I want to share with you why compatibility wins. My name is Joan Nwosu, and welcome to the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Today's topic is the core of every relationship, and it's about knowing the difference between love and compatibility and understanding this distinction, because it can be the key to lasting happiness and save you from a lot of heartache and troubles. So don't forget to thank me later. Just kidding. We all love love, at least I do. Love is such a powerful and overwhelming force that can bring two people together. But compatibility is what will keep you together. See, while love is about feelings, emotions, butterflies in your belly, compatibility centers around how well these two lives, very different lives, can merge together. How well you can create a sustainable and fulfilling relationship. So I really want to talk about compatibility today and why that should always take precedence over love, and some of the signs that you might need to look out for, because you might not be as compatible as you think you are. So let's dive in. Okay, first I want to address the elephant in the room. You can deeply love someone and still not be compatible with them. Let that sink in for a second. You see, love is all about emotion, chemistry, passion, which are great, undeniably important. I agree. But compatibility, well, that's about your core. It's about your shared goals, your values, your lifestyles, and how you navigate life together. Because there will be challenges, and love cannot get you through some of these challenges. Unfortunately, love does not conquer it all. So it's about the daily grind, the long haul, how you're going to do life together, the fabric of a shared life, of two lives coming together as one. So again, this is just my opinion, and I'm sure it's the opinion of a lot of people out there. Why does compatibility trump love? Well, let me put this simply. Love can bring you together. Great. But without compatibility, there's got to be lots of conflicts that love alone cannot solve, right? It's the compatibility that would facilitate the mutual fight, to the urge to want to fight for the relationship, the mutual respect, the understanding, the support, right? The shared vision and goals. You want the same things. You're heading towards the same vision for life. Those are the things that will help a relationship thrive over time, not just the feeling that you're feeling in the moment. Without compatibility, love will kiss itself goodbye. Take it from me. Or I'm sure you've also had experiences where you loved someone, you were not compatible, the relationship ended. So let's just get that sorted out. Sit with it. I know it sounds weird or funny or not funny, because sometimes we like to live in this fairy tale land where it says love conquers all. As long as you love the person, you can work it. No, you can't. No, you can. There's some things you can work out, but there's some challenges. Love cannot solve some of those challenges. So I want to talk about some signs that you might not be compatible with a particular person. The first one is around life goals. If your future visions don't align, whether it's about career, whether it's about even things like religion, whether it's about children, whether to have them or not have them or how many, whether it's about where to live, what kind of life you want to live, that's a major red flag. Relationships are already difficult on its own without all of these major issues. Life goals are so key. You both have to be aligned. Where two people are working in divergent paths, there is no harmony. It's not going to work. I went through that in my marriage where We wanted different things out of life. When we would picture our future together, there was no alignment. We wanted absolutely different lives. And even where to live. I wanted to move to Canada. He wanted to be where he was, closer to his family. So we had all of these challenges kept coming up, right? Things around career, how I wanted to move. He didn't want to move that way too. Just so many challenges. The relationship did not have a chance. So if you find that in the early days of dating or the early days of a relationship, you find that your life goals are very different, the chances are you're not compatible. The second one is around difference in values and belief systems. Your core values are so key. Your core values, your belief system, they are fundamental to you. They are what shapes how you see the world. And it's so key. Your worldview is so key. So where you're with someone and there are significant discrepancies, it can lead to huge fundamental disagreements, because again, this is not just some opinion of somebody else. This is core values. This is core beliefs. This is how you show up in the world. You believe this to be true for you. If you have someone who doesn't believe it, imagine the arguments and disagreements you're going to be having. The relationship will not stand a long-term chance. You might be able to ignore some of these for a while, but eventually it's not going to work. The third one is around lifestyle. And this is one that people might say, oh, it's so superficial. It's so, no. It is so key. And it's little things like they're not so little. How do you like to spend your leisure time? How do you like to socialize? Are you an indoorsy person or an outdoorsy person? Are you let's just have a couple of people over, or let's go to a nightclub where there's thousands of people, right? What do you like to do for fun? Are you a traveler, or do you just want to go walk around a museum and just stare at abstract art? These things are worth paying attention to. How do you spend money? What type of things do you like to buy? Do you like to eat out? Do you see money as evil? These things, this lifestyle, so key, because you will have many arguments about it and you will not be able to create something sustainable if you don't align on your lifestyle matches. So key. There are nuances where, yes, opposites may attract to some degree, but significant opposites, you don't really stand a chance. The fourth one is around conflict resolution styles. And this is one where you might not think it's important, but it is so key. If you have a disagreement with a potential partner or someone you're dating, and it leads to a major conflict, how does the person resolve it, right? Are they a storm out, don't contact you for 3 days kind of person? Are they a shout the walls down does it match with how you like to have disagreements, right? If the person is 0 to 100, which I am, but I do still know how to communicate and hold back on certain words. I don't really say very, very disrespectful or hurtful words, right? You need to make sure that you have compatible communication styles that helps to resolve conflicts quickly without one person feeling completely useless, right? So it's so key. When you have conflict, which you will have, you need to watch and see whether this style of resolution works for me or it really doesn't work. There's just some arguments or disagreements that you just know that to recover, it's quite impossible. So when you see those signs, if you're not able to resolve issues in a way that works for both of you, you're going to have many issues to deal with. So it means you're not really compatible. The final one I really want to talk about is being understood or being misunderstood. If you keep having to repeat yourself or explain yourself, or you say something and they don't get it, or they're not even trying to get it, then it means that you're not really compatible, because they're not hearing you, they're not seeing you, they're not feeling you, they have zero emotional intelligence when it comes to you, they can't read you. Then it's going to be frustrating, because now this is you going to keep repeating yourself and telling them and saying you don't care about me because you're not listening, but I already told you this, why do you always do this? Why? If they're not hearing you, or they're not understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth, then you are not compatible. You will start to resent this person. You will start to have this animosity well up inside of you. And I'm sure we've all felt that way before. So those are just some 5. There's so many ways you can determine whether you're compatible or not, but those are just some of the 5 ones that really stand out to me that I know that it's a good starting point for if you want to measure whether you're compatible with a person or not. Understanding the difference between love and compatibility. It doesn't mean settling or undervaluing passion. Passion is great. Passion is beautiful. It's the fire, right, in every relationship. But it's about recognizing that for love to last, it needs a strong foundation. And that foundation is found in compatibility. Compatibility doesn't mean you're the same. It just means that you're different, but it complements each other, right? So that there's this balance between two of you. There's this balance, this harmony in your relationship. That's the only way you can have a long-term, healthy, successful, fulfilling, loving, kind, beautiful, delicious relationship. So I'm not saying you don't need love. You need love, but compatibility is what will get you to the finish line. So that's all I wanted to share today. Let me know some of the other things that for you are deal breakers when it comes to compatibility, or if you have stories on how love has been everything and you were not compatible with the person and it still worked out. Let me know. I love to hear stories and share as well. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for listening to today's episode on the Second Chances podcast, a love journey in black and white. Remember, no matter what, never give up on love. Till next time, sending you love and light.